I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Hi and welcome back for race number 7. Now this is the Super Quality Pinnacle Stakes, what is now known as the Hollywoodbets Durban July. This gave Michael Roberts his July winner. He's an elusive July winner, and it came on a horse called Super Quality. So this is one of the horses that Michael Roberts will have deep down in the heart, and he'll never ever forget Super Quality. And that was when I was still a youngster those days, so it was absolutely enthralling seeing Michael Roberts come through on Super Quality to win a race that everybody in South Africa wants to win, and that is now the Hollywoodbets Durban July. And race number 7, we do have a replay, and that is of number 2, Good Traveller. Let's see how he travels in the race.
William Robertson's been asked to run. Imalensi Yokuduma and Good Traveller's running on from behind. So is African Skyline. William Robertson. Good Traveller's trying to throw it down, and then comes Strawberry Bear. But it's William Robertson over the last 100 metres, and William Robertson will win it. Good Traveller will come out second best. The third, Beechamwood Boy, and then Imalensi Yokuduma.
Yeah, listen, it's obviously his first on back now, coming into for Natal. I've been wanting to try him over a bit further, so this is the opportunity to try. Been a bit tough with the rain or whatever, but I think he's done enough. He's small field, well drawn. He's obviously a really nice horse, so let's hope he's the one to beat.
Well, Stuart Ferry is saying he hopes he is the horse to beat. Now, if you go to the best weighted column, he stands out like a sore thumb, number 4, Gladiatorian, at a 113. The next closest run is a 105. But don't be fooled, because that rating has been achieved over a shorter distance. He's only had the one run over 1,400 meters. So is he a 113 now, you're going to argue, over 1,400 meters? At this stage of the game, no. The answer is simply no, because he's achieved his rating over a shorter distance. Look at his last run, which was over a lot sharper. When we look at this individual, Gladiatorian, he went down to Gauteng last time out, and he ran an absolute ripper. That was over 1,160 meters in a feature race, went second to Dice. He's been second in his last 2 runs. He's run 2.6 lengths behind Isi Vungu Vungu in the Mercury Sprint. So by all intents and purposes, number 4 Gladiatorian is a sprinter. He is the current 22-10 favorite. And for me, you can't take 22-10 about a horse that is yet to win over the distance and prove that he really stays it. He did run once over 1,400 meters, and having a look at that run, it was on the poly track, and he finished second to a horse called Imposing, which is also from the Michael Roberts camp. And I've gone with number 2, Good Traveller. So Michael Roberts will have a good line between Good Traveller and Imposing. But chinks in the armour as well. Like Gladiatorian, Good Traveller's had 4 runs over the trip for a second and 2 third placings. And looking at let's just have a look at the form line here of Good Traveller. Having a look at the wet, 7 runs for the 1 win and no placing. So a little bit of chinks in the armour of my selection, Good Traveller. But in the favour, does get 1.5 kgs off for Rachel Venica and does have the 2 draw. Gladiatorian, if it doesn't come up too soft on the day, a horse who has done is particularly well in the wet conditions. A 50% win strike rate from 6 runs. 3 wins from 6 outings in the wet. So a 50% win strike rate in the wet. However, over 1,400 meters, it's a different ball game there. So let's see how Gladiatorian goes. When you look down the page, number 6, Imalensi Yokuduma, he's got absolutely no problem with the trip. He's been up to 1,800 meters before when running second to Nexus. He's a horse who's run 4th over 1,700. He's won twice over a mile. So this is a horse that you've got to throw heavily into the play. Just looking at the best weighted column, he is second best weighted with Good Traveller, but he'll be just behind Good Traveller now with Rachel Venica taking the 1.5 kilograms off the back. So if you want to go with the horse who certainly sees out the distance, this is the horse Imalenze Yokoroduma that you're probably going to side with at the end of the day. However, I'm going to stick with number 2, Good Traveller, and hope that everything being equal on the day sees out the 1400 meter trip. And on the Michael Roberts day, hopefully Michael Roberts can have a winner or two, and maybe number 2, Good Traveller, can be the one that brings it home for the stable. We're not writing off number 4, Gladiatorian, but I'm just saying just be a little bit cautious, as his rating has been achieved over a shorter distance, the sprint distances, and he could just be a little bit vulnerable. Throw in a horse like number 3, Passage of Power, and number 1, Mr. Master Starter, and then once you go beyond those runners, there's 1 or 2 other runners who could muddy the waters. But Good Traveller for me, and Imalenze Yokoroduma, I'm going to go Good Traveller, but Imalenze Yokoroduma fits the bill as a horse who's got no problems with the wet, the distance, etc. And that looks to be a wrap for this individual race.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.